Yeah, she backed them up in like with that curve.
Dude, I got that wheel up on that curb.
Yeah, you did.
Went plumb around on the wrong side.
Look, you got them, didn't you?
Yeah, I got them. Come on in.
Hey, what you doing?
Come on in. I thought it was virgin something. What is virgin?
Two turkeys, ham, this cake, just everything that he could think of to bring in, I reckon. But he did have a big crowd.
Well, that was good.
George, his brother George, Joe's brother George.
Just done something about 2 hams and a turd.
I've been up there this whole time. That's where Dan used to live.
That's what I was thinking.
Pretty place. Pretty up in there.
Yeah, they ought to come out
I've
there.
ever seen.
Them cows ought to come out there directly. Should.
I've got on my old ragged shoes.
Yeah, that's good.
I've got 4 or 5 pairs I have to change in every little bit.
It makes the feet rest, don't it?
Huh?
Oh, Lord, now that big something not know just
I was
live.
bringing my paper shirt to the door, Virgie, to see if I could see what there was.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. And I just thought there wasn't no chance to fix them. And I went and got my glasses, but I couldn't see much better. I'd have to bring them here for life. I finally got them fixed, so.
Oh, there you go.
He's funny, isn't he?
Oh, Lord, I'm gonna get this thing there, well.
Hey, what happened to those guineas, Sue? You know those 3 or 4?
Corn didn't have some.
Well, the ones that was out walking up down the
Oh,
street.
they James Tipton.
Did he catch them?
He's going, I want my picture taken.
So a little.
Stick my nose out.
They're making some small deals.
Yeah, I made some more. Since I was operating on, I've made 5 or 6 of them. Had 6, 4 boys and 2 girls.
Oh.
Or maybe it was 4 girls and 2 boys. Now, one of the way, one way or the other.
And Shaman Hostin Valley?
I believe that's where she's at now. I think it is.
Oh. What is that like?
And said they're all doing fine.
Hey, Lord. That'd be like a
3 girls. What did you say?
The top one,
Oh,
no.
they've been a common piece feeds them out.
that nurse.
And a
Got
little
a
brown
slick
squirrel
head,
come
honey.
yesterday. They didn't pay a bit of these I think. I felt pretty good the last time I got out. I had a whole lot of dirty dish towels, and I thought I'd wash them. I keep them here. I don't let Opie take them. I keep my dish towels here and wash them myself. And so I thought I'd wash them. I did, and I was tired. And I just covered the machine up and thought I'd empty the water later. Well, I forgot all about it and just pushed that machine back, all of that water in it. And the other day, I was putting some dish towels in. I keep them in that old. Oh, Willard. Oh, come in and join us. I was putting in the old washing machine in it. I was putting some in there and I felt water. I opened it up and there my dish towel was all wet. I just raised the lid a little and put in one when it gets dirty. And I hadn't felt that water. Well, I rolled the machine out and opened it up, and there was all my dish towels down in that water, and it smelled like it had some kind of stuff in it. And I thought, oh, see what she'd put in that water. I thought she fixed it and forgot to wash them then while she was over here.
Couldn't use one for
Now
God.
she said, Mother, you have put water in there and wash them and forgot it. No, I said, I've never done that now. I said, I would wash them if I put them in there. But, you see, that water was left from my other washer.
Forgot to let it out. And if that Clorox
And it had
stuff,
started, I
man.
reckon, well, it had the awful scent. I couldn't stand it hardly, and I just, well, I bet you I put a pound of Clorox in it almost.
Really?
Yeah. And just turned it on and washed them.
The man.
The water wasn't, it wasn't dirty. It just had that scent. I washed them, and then I rinsed them twice in cold water, or 3 times, and then rinsed them in hot water, and they're just as pretty and white as they could be.
Oh, I bet they were.
That's clean.
What'd you say?
It just come to me then that I hadn't emptied that one. I forgot it. Forgot it all that
Come
time.
on over here.
Forgot it all that time. Went back to the hospital, stayed a while, you know, or more, whatever. And it was still in there.
Get out and come over,
I'm
Willard.
just so forgetful I can't.
No, it's cow.
Hell, I'll say.
Just knows, and that's it.
He's got 30. No, let's see. He took off some the other day. He's got 30 some in there.
Has he? Is he feeling pretty good,
Who?
Mr. Bartley?
Why? Sometimes he just can't hardly hobble off of that hill to save his life.
And his wife, she don't know. I mean, she had a stroke or something. He scares me. One time his truck ran off that hill up yonder.
Yeah.
Don't you put me on TV.
You're on.
But nobody else can't watch it. It's just like a,
I
It's
go for her.
it's camcorder and she can watch it and hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mamaw's sister.
Mamaw's sister.
Little Mamaw's
Yeah.
sister. Yeah. They lived out here at town, just as you go around there at the bend where them, well, anyway,
Apartment.
Emmett Taylor's girl lives, you know.
Yeah.
Just across over there.
Yeah.
The house burned up, I think, that they lived in, across that little branch. And I can't think of nothing.
The
The mailman, he had to ride a horse, you know, and he stayed there. They was letting him stay with them. He had to board somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
And they had a big family, and somebody come to stay all night. And Aunt Nancy, she's the funniest thing ever was in here. She said she tried to plan around, see how they could sleep. And she finally told the mailman to go and get her and Ben's bed. And there's them sleep somewhere else. I don't know whether them sleep on the floor or where. But to give him their bed. Well, she forgot about it and went and got in with him. Said she stripped off and straddled over him and got down behind her. When she laid down, she happened to think. Said she just raised up on her elbow and looked him right in the face, and he was looking right at her. He said, I won't never tell this if you won't.
Oh.
But Lord, she said it was such a good one she couldn't keep it.
Oh, no.
And just in a few days, Bent told him he'd have to hunt him another place to stay.
Oh.
Well, Lord, she just always carried him high, you know.
Yeah.
She'd tell people when they go, she said, don't you know, that's the only man that'd ever let me get in the bed with him, and said Bent's going to send him off. Won't keep him no longer. Or to get something or another. Anyway, they didn't go to get the peaches. Andy Hammond's his father and mother. His mother was a sister to Mamaw and them's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the ranch, you know. And she said they always had plenty of fruit. And they went out to the fence, and on the other side was their land, and there was peach trees just full, and the ground covered. And Aunt Nan said, like she was talking to Aunt Jewel. Jewel was her name, Julie. And she said, Aunt Jewel, and Mamaw just standing there listening, you know, said, I'd like to have enough peaches to make me a pie. Well, child, just climb over the fence and get all you want.
Oh.
Just like it was Aunt Jewel answered her, you know.
Answered her back.
And she just crawled over the fence and filled up her apron, and there she was. She could do some of the awfulest things that ever was. Oh, she was so funny.
Hey, you've been promised me that.
Out ever since I told you that.
I
I have, ain't
Yeah,
I?
you're right.
Been sick all winter, and ain't got no church nor nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you take care of yourself.
Still ain't got scared.
Charge you, you're going to take it to fishing.
After you fish and take pictures. Oh, shucks.
Yeah. Well, somebody had been tickled to death they'd been here in Lee Draw. I was just talking out to myself.
Yeah.
Well, I said I know I had 5 toes on each foot. And I kept looking at them, and I'd count them, and there wasn't but 4 over here and 5 over there. Well, I felt down there, and I couldn't feel it.
Oh,
I just felt to the sides, you see.
yeah.
And I stood a few minutes, and just thought, well, what in this world could have happened to my feet? And I didn't know of nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 on one side and 5 on the other. You couldn't see no sign of the other toe. And I felt down there in under, and don't you know it was plumb in under that other toe.
Oh,
It was, underneath it.
that's why you couldn't find it.
That's why
And
she
I
couldn't
just
see it.
laughed, and I laughed, and I laughed about that.
Oh, right.
So Owen had
Well, they good
$400.
They did.
Paid him
But the
1
ladies
month's
make they
rent.
got to tell
And
things in that
and I'm
house.
like, it's so good.
And her
Now, the
prices
money
right.
will be coming
She
every
said
month.
this apple up on the
And
dash,
loaded,
big old
they
apple
left
up the
him
car.
on their flight
And that's
bill.
our price.
Mm.
So this apple started going round and round and
I told
round.
Hassie, I said,
And
well,
it
the
just
only
fell
way
off
he'll
the
ever get it
strap.
is to keep in check and see if he can find out
She
where he
got
works,
some
if he ever
ridiculous
works
about
in.
that.
And then darn she's
South
time.
Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Auburn had the
Well,
store,
they got sick of Ruby's feet on
and
the
after he
cycle.
died, there were so
And
many
they
people
stopped
over
eating,
in
they
the
couldn't
society.
get out because she didn't have no
What he
place to
had on
change
the
clothes,
books.
you know.
And this one man wouldn't pay at all.
Mm-hmm.
And they
I got
put
it right
them in this
straight.
truck stop.
That's good. Yeah.
So here gets this old man out
He was
on
making
the
money,
start
but this
neck.
wouldn't pay.
It's
And
all
Virgie's
hanging
boy
out.
never would pay.
Mickey said everything.
But he didn't
Didn't
work
have
to
that
garnish
much.
his time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I believe that one's
Said he
dead
just
now.
strutted around there, honey. He like he scared them to death.
I don't know.
Boy,
It's
they
too hard
started
to keep
up
them
the road.
separated.
Well,
They
he
would-
followed
they
them.
would.
About the only one of
road.
those I know is Odell.
Still no clothes on. Calling back, he
Mhm.
saw what
I'd
he's
say
trying
there's
to
a
do.
lot of Poppy
But honey,
down
she
in
said
those stores.
that truck far them way up the road. So I
That
got
died,
something
that
about
boy
that.
that
I said, I
died,
tell
that's
you
the one
right
that
now,
owned
if it was all hanging out,
But
I'd
he
want
just
to
owed
look
me
for it. I like it.
$35, but you're making a picture of a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Bob made the awful lot when he was down here last summer, or was.
Did he?
Yeah, they had a contest at the Eastman, and he was wanting to be in it, you know. And he had one of them great big old high stands. And he'd get right up against that there plank, and don't you know they didn't pay no attention to that.
Oh,
They just come up there just the same, and he just made ever so many.
really?
I think it's mating time for 'em. You ought to hear them sing them tonight. I didn't know it was them for a day or two.
Oh,
They all get out here in this walnut tree. I reckon that's where they stay overnight. And they was just making the awfulest noise, worse than Katie did.
Mm.
And I found out it was them.
yeah.
And they, by daylight, they're doing the same thing again.
Really?
They stay till dark nearly, and then come by daylight back to the feed.
Feed.
Why, Chuck has to fix that stuff about 2 and 3 times a week.
Really? They eat so much of it?
He boils sugar
Mm-hmm.
and
Makes
makes
a
certain
syrup.
cools it, you know. It looks to me like he's got it full this time.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Boy, they like that, don't they?
Yeah.
Maybe Stevie up in a little while. They fight and won't let no another eat, will
No, really?
they? That got a bite or two before that other one comes. That's just going to run him away.
But he gets someone another good fighting.
Oh, they're sure to watch.
Yeah, they are.
Fix him something
Didn't it, Rainey? Old people through here used to raise wheat, didn't they?
to eat. Lord, yeah.
Huh?
They had to raise their bread or do that.
Oh, did they?
Couldn't buy it. No, when we had, yeah, they'd either want to wheat to make them some biscuits for breakfast or a corn one.
For me.
The cornbread, and sometimes some of them won't meat. He raised back then, way back, our hogs had run out. We had a rail fence, you see.
Yeah.
No wire fence for them to get out.
Oh.
Way back years
yeah.
ago. Well, about the time I was just growing up, you know.
And they'd run out in the field.
And they could run out in the field with the cows, and we'd raise big fields full of pumpkins
For the cattle.
for the cows and hogs.
Yeah.
In the fall of the year, they just throw the corn out in the pasture, throw out pumpkins, and take the slop and put it in the pasture.
Oh,
and have plenty of good meat when it come time to kill hogs.
yeah,
And they could eat grass, you know.
yeah, roots, don't they?
Cushaw's Inn, 15th of September. He'd come a killing frost,
The 15th of September.
15th of September. And what made me remember it, I wasn't grown, but I had to help gather.
Yeah.
Back yonder on this side of the sinkhole. That's field around through there
Yeah,
on this side.
out from that cemetery,
trees,
from
yeah.
the cemetery.
And it's this full, this a lot of them. And we had to go in the cold and gather them in,
Away,
haul them in.
yeah,
I don't remember where they put them, but
but you
I
remember
remember having to help gather because it was cold.
Yeah.
She always helped him get cooked. He'd make her help cook, and I had to help saw the wood. I've had my feet frostbitten many a time.
Oh,
Me and Clifton had to saw the wood. And they was getting breakfast, and I remember going in, standing by the door. That's all I remember. While they was a-cooking that morning, and I fainted.
oh,
But I just remember standing there by the door. I must have felt bad or something.
mister.
I remember just propping up against the door. And you know, it was way up in the day before I come to. And when I come to, Granny and Uncle Will, and I don't know who all was there.
Granny Frank. Away,
I guess they thought I'd died.
They didn't know what happened to you? Huh.
You couldn't hardly get a doctor or nothing. The doctor would come.
Now, the old house used to sit out there. Didn't Granny Frank's living at it washed away?
Yeah,
Was that the house washed away?
yeah. No, it didn't wash away.
Didn't it?
It was the kitchen. They'd cook had a little house built on the end of it, but it wasn't fastened to it.
Oh,
Just go down the steps and in it, and they'd always cook breakfast there in the summertime.
oh. And the
Well,
whole
I
house.
done all her cooking. You see, she cooked on the fire in the wintertime,
Yeah.
on the hearth,
Oh,
and a baker baked bread. Oh, she could fix the best food there was.
really? But the whole house didn't wash away?
No, and there was a smokehouse right above it. It did. Hit the kitchen and that smokehouse.
Yeah. All washed away.
Yeah.
Was that when it
But I
comes
think
flood?
Clifton lived there. He got up in the porch, I think, and the porch was as high as this.
What year was that? That's when that flood came through here, wasn't it?
1927.
1927.
That's the year Orban's daddy died.
That's 3 years before Biggie was born.
Well, that's the year that Orban's daddy got killed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did her and Grandpa live there when that flood came?
I was pregnant with Jack when he got killed.
Really?
Yeah, he got killed in October, and then Jack was born in May,
Yeah.
and he was born in 1928. That's
Wow.
how I can remember.
Yeah. Did her and Grandpa live in that house when it washed away? The part of it?
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandpa's dead.
Oh,
He
when
was
it,
dead, and Clifton and Daddy lived there.
oh,
They's married.
oh, and they didn't live in that little house that part of it washed away then?
Oh, well, you see, they just cooked in it. It was just a kitchen.
Yeah,
Cooked in the summertime.
yeah.
But I guess they had to cook it in the wintertime, too, because they didn't have bakers and things to cook on the other farm.
So they probably had to, didn't they? Yeah. Tell Doris the little story.
I've heard. I remember Lou Wise and Miss Peters bragging on Granny's cooking. Miss Peters said her and Uncle Joe went down there to stay with them one Sunday, and said she baked the best pie she ever eat.
Oh,
They had early apples,
yeah.
and they
Made the pie.
make pies, and she'd take some of them and make her vinegar. Everybody had to make their vinegar.
Oh,
I watched her make her vinegar. They had these, they'd always have honey. And she put grainy honey in the jug. They have a mother, they call it.
well, now how did you get them mothers started?
Well, I started one once. I
Did you?
just sweetened me some water and put it in a can or something or other, and it formed a mother on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what does the mother look like?
just like a
rubbery like thing.
just like a meat skin or something. This all together and soft.
Oh.
This gold forms all over the top of it.
Yeah.
Tough, just a tough thing, ain't it?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Have you?
And you can break off a piece and take it with you and make vinegar with it.
Really?
Yeah, you can get a piece from people.
But you have to have that thing to make the vinegar.
Yeah. And she put that grainy honey and some apple peelings and some good warm water in there and made vinegar. And they'd send me up there to borrow vinegar, so used to. And I couldn't hardly keep from drinking it all up before I got home.
Oh, sure, she liked it.
Oh, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason when they'd make chow chow and stuff, it was much better.
Yeah.
Had that good honey, the vinegar in it.
Yeah.
Now, we went to Sally's one time, and Abe Hearn's mother lived a close neighbor, and she was making chow chow too. And she sent Abe over there to borrow vinegar off Aunt Sally.
Well.
Yeah, they just borrow off one another.
Yeah.
And they'd stretch the seine out in the yard down there at home to see if it had any holes in it. And if it did, they'd mend it with thread, coarse twine or something,
Yeah.
and then go fishing. And when they come back a sack full,
A fish.
yeah, come back with a lot.
Oh.
And they just pour them out and count them in and make a pile for everyone.
What about?
And I had to make one for Grandpa. Part of the seine belonged to him.
Well.
He helped buy the seine so he'd have fish when they went fishing.
Grandpa Frank.
Yeah, he wasn't able to go, you know.
Yeah.
And
Now it was Paul's daddy.
yeah, and every one they'd have a good mess. Now
Yeah.
that's how many they'd catch when they'd go.
Really? And just sit that
And
night.
back then there wasn't no filth, nothing in the creek to hurt you.
Yeah. Oh,
People
clean.
didn't put
They did.
Now, Davy and Curie used to sit
Oh,
one
they'd
down
have
on that
red
big
eyes
old
and-
mini.
red
one night
eyes
they
and
about got
suckers
caught.
and purich, I guess all kinds.
Just all kind. Anything got in their net.
Now I'll tell you, I don't like old catfish.
I
They
don't
eat the filth.
like that.
They're filthy fish. Did you know that?
I don't like them.
I don't either. Shucks, I couldn't eat them for thinking about them. I
I
can't
hate
stand the
the
thoughts of them.
Well,
Let
like
alone
they
eat them.
do. My brother Bill used to catch big old cat.
I can't. So we could darn them on Saturday to go to Sunday school. Dad made us go to Sunday school. I never remember missing but 2 Sundays
Mm-hmm.
all of my life.
He did make us do
From
that.
the time I got big enough to go. And Uncle Dan Davison come down and he told him he wanted him to fodder that day. And he made me and her go and help fodder. And that way we couldn't wash our clothes and you know we had to iron them. So we had to wait till Saturday to wash and iron. You didn't have many clothes.
No, back
No,
then you
didn't
did.
have many that weren't. And you had to wash them and iron them to have them for
Every
Sunday.
day, wouldn't you?
We went and that made us mad and we stayed up there. Wouldn't come out for dinner.
Oh,
And he whipped us. Boy, he whipped us both. He gave us a good one. I guess we needed it.
I'll say.
Well, I don't know about you stealing the candy.
Just one day, just one time I did.
I stick scoops full of people buying it. And it took 22 scoops. I could put 22 scoops in a sack and set up on the scales, and it just about weighed. I'd hardly ever have to put any more.
Before you done so much of it.
And the same way with coffee. We use the same kind of bags, and nearly everybody just buy a pound. And I just got up on how much it come up in the bag, you know, and
Yeah.
I could just about guess at a pound every time.
Really? Yeah, what about that?
It's weighed so much.
When they tell the stores, how come you got the candy bar?
Everything was tied up with a string. People would bring a bucket to get lard. You had to weigh that old bucket, and then you'd put your lard in, fill it up with lard, every how much they wanted, set it on scales and weigh it and count the bucket off.
Oh,
It's the weight of the bucket.
and everybody brought their own bucket
Yeah,
to get the lard in.
and it was in a big
You
wooden
don't get
tub,
my
sort of
voice
like
on
that.
Good gravy, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. And he'd stay all night, every chance he'd get. And he said one morning, I heard him tell all of it. He said, "You got the best cook in Scott County." Said, "That's the best gravy I ever ate."
Oh,
And he's used to eating old, strong meat gravy at home.
yeah.
When he was sure he lived around on the stoop, he'd stop at my house and dinner, my chanky got. He's told me different times, he said, you can just beat any of them making bread. I'd always put a bit of soda in it, you know.
Well, it wasn't just a candy bar. I got to like 5 or 6 and put in my pockets. I had on these little overalls.
Yeah. 5 or 6.
Yeah. I was always getting candy because Pa would let me get whatever I wanted. They call me.
I can't understand a thing you say. I don't know.
Turn it up. And remember that old big grainer we had?
Yeah, they're
Full of caps of wheat and everything? I would crawl the way up under that and I was eating it. So somebody must have wanted a bar or probably missed it or something. So I think he sent word to hunt me, probably. Anyway, I was up there eating candy. If I didn't eat all the candy, I'd just eat the top of it. You know that little old rich, yeah, creamy stuff. It was so good.
Yeah.
I'd eat that. So he pulled me out of there and I think maybe give me a little spanking. And I just went on to the barn and got way back up there, you know where those stalls are?
Yeah.
I got back up under there and laid down and went to sleep because when I'd get mad, I'd go somewhere and go to sleep.
Oh.
And it took them 2 hours to
That's
find
the one
me.
the snake hadn't carried
They had
you
a
off.
search party out, huh? Yeah, that's when a snake hadn't got me.
Yeah.
But it took them 2 hours to find me.
And you went to sleep up there. Was
No.
you afraid?
I wasn't afraid of nothing when I was little, but I am now.
Let me tell you what happened to me about a month before I married. Dad sent me from the store to the house to water the mare horse. It's that old mare we had that he bought off Amos Pelton. Well, I caught her out and took her over there and give her a drink. And you know, he'd always turn the colts out in the meadow after he'd mow it. And I didn't pay no attention to that. I just thought I'd ride up and down through the meadow a little bit. And I was making her gallop, going up through the meadow, and all at once she just stopped and threw me off over her head, but I swung to the bridle, went right in under. She just stopped still. Oh, if she'd have moved, she'd have killed me.
Oh, yeah, she
Yep,
was.
I was down there and couldn't get up hardly. And I led her back to the barn, and I don't know what that done for me. It just tore my nerves up some way or another. And I didn't tell nobody. It just scared me to death. Never did catch her out no more as long as I stayed there.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't catch her out at all.
I wouldn't
And
have
I
either
never
after
got
that.
over that. It was worse than a sickness.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
boy.
scared you so.
It didn't hurt me.
But just scared.
What's that man? Taylor, Sam Taylor. Preacher, ain't he?
Preacher Sam, yeah.
Sam Taylor preached. Did you ever hear him? Oh, he's a real good preacher. He told one time at church that he, when he was a boy, he said his daddy did him some pumpkins and cushaw seed to plant in the corn. And he went and he said he planted a few and just got tired and he just dug a hole and buried them. Well, he said when his daddy started plowing then, he felt so guilty. He said if here's a hole and his daddy plowing, said his daddy'd stop and he'd look everywhere. Wasn't none come up much, you know, wasn't none planted hardly. Said his daddy'd just be a-looking, and he said they sit down to rest and sit down right where he'd planted them, and they'd come up.
Oh,
Told a tale on it. And our garden was paled in with palings, and the gate you had to lift it up off of the latch to open it. And I lifted it up, and something happened anyway that I turned it loose, and it caught my finger in there when it went back down. And oh, I was a-screaming. It was a-hurting me so bad, mashing my finger. And Mamie carried me and come down there, and she was just tickled to death. Anything would just tickle her to death.
really?
Yeah. And she lifted the gate and got my finger out.
Mine did.
Couldn't get out. He was just mashing my finger off.
Oh.
I bet that did hurt.
Well, I bet I wasn't over. Well, I might have been 8 or 9 years old. I wasn't very old. Best old thing ever was. So like
Pretty woman, wasn't she?
Huh?
She's a pretty woman.
Yeah. good
I'm
Christian
sorry.
woman. She went to church all the time.
Yeah, she's a pretty one.
I've got her picture in there in a little book, in a little
You
little
have?
album on that table.
Oh,
I've got
wow.
her picture.
Yeah.
What year was you born in?
Huh?
What year was you born in?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
1902.
1902.
In August, I'll be 91.
Oh, your birthday's in August, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the 8th of August.
91.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was 93.
Hang on, 3 years. And then when him and Romy married, she put up a quilt. And I worked too little on it.
Oh, you
Tried
did?
to learn, you know. And
Mhm.
after that, from there on, I've made quilts.
Mhm.
Ah,
I'd work a little on them as I could.
Yeah, that's how I learned, down on the sewing machine.
Kate was born or not, or whether she was in a cradle asleep. But I know I remember Mother being at the end of the old porch, the old log house, with her washing tub, and she went and got a needle and thread, a piece for me and her, and some little scraps. And we was just little, just sat on the porch,
Mm-hmm.
and she just give us some little scraps to sew on, see if we to learn us to sew. You know.
Wow.
She gave me something or other to sew a button on one day, and I remember her showing it to Dad and the laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whether I just whipped it over or just filled the eyes full as it'd go or what. It's something that tickled her.
Mm-hmm.
She never said nothing against me to how I'd fixed it, you know. She just wanted to learn us to sew and things.
That was good, wasn't it? She did that.
Yeah, people don't learn. What happened to
Is
your
that a snake's head?
That's a sleep there.
say, Randy? What happened to your mom?
She had ruptured appendix.
I know
Well, she
you
just lived a few days.
really. I know you had told me before,
See, back then they couldn't do nothing about it. Didn't
No.
know nothing to do.
and that's what killed her.
Yeah,
Ruptured penis.
or she just lived a few days.
Well,
And her sister ain't Ethel, she just fell dead.
oh,
And Uncle George fell dead.
that
And
was
her
your mother.
Her mother fell dead. 3 in the family died with heart attack, just fell dead.
Really? 3. Wait.
Well, sheriff, what was his sheriff? The Zorns, that much. He lived with Uncle George. And he'd been a-cutting bushes, and he had to go to the store for something. And he told his daddy, he said, now don't you go out there if the sun was hot and all. They had a good dog, and he'd stay with Uncle George. And he went on to the store. When he come back, while Uncle George was gone, the dog was too. And he told him not to go out there now. He'd hurry back.
Yeah.
He wouldn't leave him hardly because he had that heart trouble. And he heard the dog barking. And he went to where he's at, and Uncle George done dead.
Oh,
Went
what
out
do
there
you
where
think?
he's a-working.
Was that his boy that found him?
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
And they just lived together, him and the rest of them was all married, I reckon. And
Yeah, but that. Thanks. So the other morning, Becky went to garden to gather something, and I sat there and watched it a long time. It must have been a night crawler. It worked and cut. Keep cutting that bird up, you know. He just cut it up one piece.
You got it, didn't
Feed
you?
them babies.
Yeah.
And after I got to watching
yeah, it'll take.
he worked at that one worm 20 minutes.
What?
Worked at cutting that worm up for 20 minutes. After I got the timing it. I don't know how long it was before then. Well, that bird had the most mouthful of worm you ever saw. He was just hanging way down here on both sides. Well, he'd sit there and he'd look up in that tree. And then directly he'd turn this way. He was waiting for that Eden to come out, you know. That was so fascinating, just watching that bird, you know, do that
Yeah,
work.
one in they've got a red pink dogwood right in front of the house, you know.
Yeah.
And he'd had a robin nest in it, and the old cat got it. Oh, she hated that.
Our cat won't bother. Now, last year it built that big tree right there in the yards, you know.
They don't have no cat, but they just bother the neighbor cats awful.
And then that big old hickory there in the bottom year before last, and now they're up in this other one now. Well, young grandpa down there. Oh, you all stay in top.
So we got to go.
I could work
What else did we need to ask her?
Tried to think it's something that funny that happened way back, but I can't
Just-
think of it.
Talk about your grandparents.
What?
How about your grandma you stayed with after your mother died? Your grandparents?
Well, I'd go and stay on that sometimes, but
They were really good to you, though, weren't they?
I just go visit them and do things for them,
Uh-huh.
help them
Oh,
with things.
great.
Okay. What happened with Grandpa's leg?
Huh?
Why was Grandpa crippled?
Well, the first, I guess I was maybe about 5 or 6 years old then, because Blackberries was right about this time of year, and she wanted to go back in the ridge to Uncle Anders Hammonds' place to pick berries. And Bellamy's, all of Bellamy town down in there used to, they'd just bunch up and be a whole drove of them go when the berries get ripe and pick them all.
They would.
That's the way they used to do. The whole bunch would just bunch up and go and just pick them all.
Oh,
They wouldn't ask for them yet. Well, Mother wanted to go, and Dad told her. He said, you can go, but he said, you go to the house and ask. And said, if he says no, said, you come on back, don't you pick none. Well, she come back with her empty bucket. Said, he said they would need them. Well, just in a few days, the road was just so bad up through here, just barely room for a sled or a wagon, and so rocky. Here come Uncle Anderson and Jerry. Now, Dad and Jerry, I remember Jerry used to come to our house. Him and Dad was big cronies. He was just a young man, you know. And he liked Dad. And Dad liked him, and he'd visit and come to our house. And him and Jerry come up the road, and he stopped over there. I can remember just as well as yesterday. Dad was standing on the end of the porch talking to him. And I was back behind him listening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he hollered over there and wanted to know if he could go up through the field. You see, that would be cut it off. You'd just be about half the distance, and a good way. He said no. Said just pull the ridge. Said anybody that can't pick a few berries on your place, said just pull the ridge and walk. And Jerry told Dad, he said, I told Dad he's doing the wrong thing, not letting Catherine pick berries.
yeah.
He's iron tooth for tooth, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way.
But he sure wouldn't let him go.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't
Lots
either.
of people would go, you know, up through the field.
It's a lot smoother, wouldn't it?
And it seemed like every people just rode horses all the time. They'd be going around selling stuff, and peddlers, they called them. And they'd come to our house and put up
Oh,
and stay all night.
yeah.
I remember hearing Dad tell about one man to come and fed his horse 12 big years corn.
Oh,
Of course, hadn't pounded him, ain't he?
Yeah.
But I can remember him telling that he fed him 12 big years corn.
Give him enough to do a
It
few
always
days.
comes down all night.
First off,
Daddy's sitting down idle.
away, yo.
People would come to talk to him. They'd be on the porch. He'd get his gears. They kept them hanging up on the old logs there on the porch. And he would tan squirrel hides and groundhog hides and everything to get things to sew with, you know. Sew his gears with a little leather
Yeah.
string, you see.
Yeah.
And he'd always be half soling shoes or working on his gears or something that he had to do, or sharpening some kind of a tool.
Why you
He'd
smoke?
just talk away and be a working.
Away, yo.
Now, I just never remember seeing him just sit down and talk to him, not do nothing.
Away, yo.
Got County.
Yeah.
Let me
That's
tell you how
what
much
Bird
land he
said when
owned.
he was searching.
He owned that farm, $100.
Land down
He
there.
owned where what Willard's got. He owned what Uncle Andy Tipton had, what Uncle John had, what Uncle Will had, and what Uncle Bud had.
Yeah. And didn't he own down like where Willard and Bill Brown lived?
Huh?
Didn't he live on down there where Willard and Bill Brown lived?
Oh, yeah. Owned
He
all
owned
that
about
down
everything
there.
where they
Yeah.
said that,
And where Uncle Dan Davison lived.
'Cause when Barry was a-hunting, his deed, you know, out there searching if they said that.
I remember the
What
telling
was his name,
about
Jackson?
a man
Andrew
come,
Jackson, I think.
a man
Had
come
more
from
land,
Fort
and at that
Blackamore.
time it was the richest man
He
in
heard that
Gulf
there was a
County
panther
ever
on
at that
the
time.
place.
Oh,
Back
it's on
in
record
there,
out there?
where
No, they-
that farm in the valley, you know, now that Bill's boy owns, that was all woods. All plumb down through there where Bud Lane lived, and on down to Stewart's was woods. Well, the people that lived down there where Stewart's lived, the woman come through the woods and come up to Granddaddy's. He lived right over there. And his wife was raised in that old house where we lived, the old log house.
Yeah.
I forgot what her name was. Maybe I could think of it after a while. Well, that woman come up and stayed all night with Grandma, wanting to visit Grandma, and brought her knitting there. Women used to just take their knitting with them. They had to make all the gloves and socks that they wore.
Yeah.
And she brought her knitting with her and stayed 2 or 3 days. And she thought she better go home, and Grandma went a piece with her through the valley here.
Yeah.
Well, after that she'd done gone, would have had time to been home, or maybe it was the next day. Her husband got uneasy about her and come to see about her. Come over to Granddaddy's, and they told him that she went home the day before,
Yeah.
or that day, whatever time it was. And they went and they found her knitting. And I think maybe some scraps of the clothes. A panther had eat her.
Oh.
Yeah, killed her and ate her.
And he ate.
Yeah. And a man come from Fort Blackamore, come down to Granddaddy's and wanted to kill that panther. And Granddaddy told him that it just wouldn't do for him to go over there, you know. Where they was at was over where James Tipton lives.
Yeah, down that
The
hall.
deers would come up through there, that rocky branch from that spring, and they call that the deer lick. And right there is where the panthers would catch 'em a deer.
Oh.
But nothing to do with him, he wanted to go. Well, Granddaddy went and showed him where to go. He went and sat down under a tree and watched and listened. He heard something, looked up, and there it was right up in that tree over him.
Oh, my God.
But he had a good gun and he killed him. Come
Oh.
wagging it in to show it to Granddaddy.
And what that?
And Granddaddy killed a bear sometime or another. I don't know where he killed it at. But he tanned it and had him a big rug on it. Made
A
out of
bird
it.
rug.
And I've heard him say that he would just lay down on that rug and stick his feet out and bake them at night. That end on this old house, it wasn't built there. Uncle John built that on later years. It was just an old log house, and it had a door on this side beside the fireplace.
And that was Grandpa Frank.
Yeah,
And baked it on the bar rack.
yeah. I've heard him say that he never would close the door. There was one on each side, just straight through to the porch and then the upper side. They'd just sleep back in the back end. He raised that and just kept him about all the time, because he's crippled, you know.
Yeah.
And he gave him the land.
I'll say.
And what he done, he deeded him 100 acres, more or less. Well, that's the way they used to make the deed.
They do, yeah.
And
Like
the
acre
branch
more
was the
like.
line all the way down through, from up the upper end of the place, plumb down to Willard's. The branch is a line.
Yeah.
Well, he laid out 2 acres over there for himself.
Yeah.
He was still 11. And Aunt Murray, Dad's sister, was a young woman. So she got married. She married Uncle John. And people used to, they didn't rent a house to them and move in it. If there was one empty, they'd just go in it. Just get in.
Oh.
Well, then Orban's done the same. You didn't have to ask nobody. Just
You
go and
went
move
and got
in.
it.
Let's get in.
Squatter's rights, wasn't it? Back then.
And her and Uncle John moved in it. Well, Granny and Grandpap sat in wanting him to sell it to him. And he told him he couldn't. He said it was made to him his lifetime and then his ours.
Yeah.
And he said he couldn't sell it. And he wouldn't.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, they just went on like that and just kept living in it on and on and on till the children come, born and raised up, and they didn't know the difference. They didn't know what it was theirs. Uncle John didn't teach them no better.
No, he did.
Blue Eyes told me not long before she died. She said she'd come to her when Aunt Murray was sick. And Dad come to see Aunt Murray's right on her last days. She was getting bad.
Yeah.
And she said, brother, she said, I'm sorry that we tried to take your land. Well, he said it stands just as it was.
Yeah.
No, I said that was the answer to give.
Well,
You see, and they growed up like that and thought it was theirs.
yeah, I
Well,
did.
now and after Omer and Cain got grown, Cain was the oldest. He was awful bad to drink.
Yeah.
Awful mean.
Yeah.
Well, you know how Omer drank.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad was threatened. Now he is threatened. They'd have burnt him up.
Yeah.
And he never would allow us to say anything against it. Said, you can wait. Said, when I'm gone, your children can get it. But when he ought to stepped in was when Breeze bought it.
Yeah,
The first time it
that's
was
what
for sale.
done it. He
That's
could have
when
kept
he
it,
understood
but
it.
they had to break.
Well, and there's houses
No.
built on it. There wasn't nothing could be done. Nothing that could be done
No,
because
they-
they didn't. They
No.
wasn't guilty, and none of and they didn't. Their children didn't even know.
Yeah.
See, they wasn't taught that it wasn't theirs.
No.
Always claimed it. And
Well,
they just
then
went
when
off.
Braves bought it and kept
And there's
selling it,
nothing to
Amos
be done.
Lane, all them lines.
No.
And paid tax on all that years, why it was
Automatically, lady. Fine.
Yeah.
And then
And you know, there was a book about him.
he brought it down to Grandpa Frank's, and then Grandpa brought it down to Pa, did he?
Yeah.
It was so many
He was a
generations.
little boy. He raised him. Now, I've heard Aunt Margaret Blessing, she used to come to Dad's and visit us lots. They was Templetons. They was kin to us.
Was he?
Yeah. And all of them had a little piece of land apiece in that holler.
Well,
See, these farms just went up and joined them.
yeah.
And she said she come down to Granddaddy's one day, and Dad was just a little boy standing up in the church table. And Granddaddy had made potato soup and had it hot with red pepper. Now, old people believed in that,
Yeah,
and it was healthy,
Red pepper, yeah.
and I guess it was.
I'd say it was.
Because the health books now will recommend red pepper.
Really.
Yeah. And said he's standing up there eating, and the chairs just a dripping. So hot, you see.
Yeah, but
And I
he's
don't
doing-
guess they had anything else to eat.
Probably
She
did.
didn't mention anything else.
that's all it had to eat.
But she come down to our house one time. She used to come every few days. And I was standing up eating by her. That's the way I learned to drink coffee, standing up with Normie. Well, she was eating where Normie always eats. And I was by her, standing by her. And forgot what I was going to tell you.
You probably drank her coffee.
Yeah. No, she said, she always talked proper. She said, Melvin, did you raise lots of potatoes? And he told her, I reckon, how many he raised. I don't remember that. Just in a few minutes, she asked the same thing, and that like to tickle me to death.
Oh, shucks.
She forgot
I
she
got
liked
so tickled, her telling that, and in a few minutes she raised the same thing, you know. What is the bug on you? Might have been a spider up there.
I think it went.
Say, Rainey,
Huh?
didn't Grandpa Franks or Great-Grandpa Franks, was it Germany or where was it they came
I don't
from?
know where he was from.
I believe some of them said one time it was Germany or
I don't know
somewhere.
where, but he's off somewhere. Now, Mr. Starnes, that used to be a school teacher at Gates City. Oh, Mr. Starnes, you remember him? He had a book about Granddaddy.
I believe they said, I
They
believe
said way
Minnie
back
one
he
time
was the
told
richest
me.
man, I think, in Scott County.
Yeah, the deed said that. You
And,
know, tells
I
about it.
went to his house, or to the office where he worked, to get the book I wanted to read.
La vérité, qu'est-ce que c'est la vérité? Il y a plusieurs vérités. Il y a...
We had an old time, one of these
They tore it down.
Somebody done that.
radios, you know, frame, you know,
Well, I always wanted to go back there with my grandpa. You know, yeah, but
on Sunday morning.
I don't know if it's been tore down. or not.
This man, he'd come up there to our house, lived right down below us, to listen to singing on Sunday morning. And he had a artificial leg where his leg was broke that he'd wear to church. Well, he come up there with his old wooden leg on that morning. And Betty was just 3 years old, about 3 years old. Maybe 2 and a half. I know she was awful little. But she could talk good. And she knew them all good, seeing them every day there at the store. And she said to him, she said, well, ain't this Sunday? He said, yes. Well, she said, why ain't you got on your Sunday leg?
Sunday leg.
Oh,
That's the one that got killed in a car
They
wreck?
like that sound, didn't they?
yeah.
That's the daughter that got killed in a car wreck? How old was
Yeah.
she?
She'd get that and then she. Let's see, Raymond something of it. Picture of a man on the,
Yeah. I know, what it- yeah.
and was it Little Raymond or Dr. Raymond? Dr. Raymond, wasn't it?
Raymond's little liver pills, what it was.
Raymond Little Liver Pills.
Charlie Lane, that was a neighbor. Well, he didn't live too close to the store. He come to the store. We lived right joining the store.
Mm-hmm.
When she was about 3 years old.
I don't
Well,
know.
we was there when she was just 3
I
weeks
remember
old.
those.
Mm-hmm.
She could talk then.
Came in little bottles.
She come running in from the
bottles.
store and she said, Dr. Raymond's out there. She'd seen that book, you know, that almanac with that picture on it, and she thought that's it. Well, it did look like it. It looked like it. And she come running in, she said, Dr. Raymond's out there. Oh, little kids can be fun, can't they?
They can.
She's still over here videoing you.
Mm.
49.
Have you really?
And
She's
3 more
expecting
due bills.
49, 50,
4 more due bills.
4 more days.
53,
I've got 49.
and 3
I'll
more.
have to have good luck with all of them. I'll have 53 by this time next year.
Grandkids and great-grandkids.
Yeah.
By Christmas. I have 43.
53.
Ask her if she made each one of them a
quilt.
Okay.
I've got 18 grandchildren.
Betty, I'm
18
taking you.
grandchildren.
You
29
You on
great
the ride, I gotta go at 5:30. I gotta go at 5:30, she's already in.
I was there by myself. I said if there'd been somebody eavesdropping, they'd been tickled dead. I'd been bathing my feet. There's a hurt.
This is this
I've got
one.
old gap.
No, I don't bother me.
This is
Mommy, boy.
Come here, listen.
And I was standing down there looking down at my feet, and the one foot had 4 toes.
Really?
And the other had 5, and I said, well, I counted them. I said, I know I had 5 toes on that other foot. And I couldn't see before, and I felt down the other side of my foot, and I couldn't feel my toes. Well, I laughed again. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what could have happened to it.
She's talking to
It didn't look like they was earned down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my foot up and felt on the bottom, and it was plumb in under that other toe.
She was there by herself talking out loud.
Somebody's been eavesdropping, they'd been tickled to death.
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah, same for you, one.
She says anything I want her to. Good enough.
Well, I
That's
don't
it.
know.
Very good, Reed.
They was your mother's son.
Yeah.
For me did roll, I thought of this world, its pleasures and fun, and all of the things that ever I done. Down on my knees there on the cold ground, that was a true way my Savior was found. I'll praise His dear name forever to be. He suffered and died for you and for me. That very same night, 'twas just before day, there all of my sins were taken away. There came a bright light from heaven above, and